Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet. And in this video I'm going to show you guys what is still the best experience on money farm in the game, the Nile perch at the night. So I did the testing. I'm going to start with the text file, the setup, the weather types, how you need to fish it. Because the fishing is very important, the technical part of it. Now I can understand why so many people said to me, I cannot catch the fish, it takes too long. Because there are some things that you need to know. If you don't know those things, you are in trouble. So I tested level 75 setup for the guys that come here. It works perfect. I did the most experience with that setup, but that's just RNG. And then, of course, I'm fishing with the level 80 Nile Chasseur too. That are the two rods that I tested. And then I tested one rig on those two rods and then another rig on the other one, but that was not working at all. So let's get started with the testing. So first of all, if we scroll up here, this is what you will get. This is the average. Can you get more? Yes, you can get more. It all depends on the uniques that you get. I had with my best run 6 uniques. If you get 4 more, you probably can go to 400,000 for 1 hour. But I always take the average. People always say to me under my videos, I make a lot more and this and that. Yeah, that's true. But I just take every day I fish. And I just take the average. Can it be better? Yeah, it can be better. Can it be worse? Yeah, it can be worse. But the average is always the number that probably most people, if you fish here 10 to 20 days, will get. So you can see with premium, 260,000 experience an hour and 519,000 currency an hour. So you guys can see here, it's the best. So I got now here 5 of them. The tiger fish was 170,000. So it's still the best in the game. If I find something better with the testing that I do, I make a video, of course, from it. So this is what I'm going to do. Just put it here and put it in a playlist. So first of all, what did I do? You guys can see it here. So I went, the first testing was with the Nile Chasseur, the Texas rig, 14.0 Club Series Glow Shad blue boat. Because I tested the weight of the boats too. Because the blue boat is heavier than the green boat. And guess what? I think that the blue boat is better at it. I think that the trolling motor is faster on the blue boat than the green boat. Can you use the green boat? Yeah, you can. But I think that the blue boat of the DLC of Amazonian is better. So I tested a lot of stuff because the dragging depends on the weight of the boat. That's what the developers said. So I used the 14.0, a Texas rig, Club Series Glow Shad. So I fished 1 hour premium. 227,000 experience and 470,000, but I only had 4 uniques. So what I saw compared with the level 75 setup is that this brings the fish quicker in. That's really strange because this is only 4 kilograms bigger than this one, but the fish, with this setup, the fish never got away. So I could get him before he started getting away with the boat and this setup. That was not the case with the Tropicano. The Tropicano, all my uniques, they took 1 or 2 minutes longer. So then the second setup, and this is for the level 75 guys, I went with the Tropicano 220 setup, Glow Shad, Texas rig, that's 40 kilogram, 11 offset hook, and then the green boat. Like I said, I think that the blue boat is superior, but the green boat you can buy in the shop. Because I know people are coming here with the DLC, but they don't have the blue boat. So you can do this with the green boat Tropicano at level 75. So I fished 1 hour and here I had the most. That's the funny part, but I had 2 uniques more. So even with the longer fight, I had more experience than here. Then I tested the Tropicano, the Nile Chasseur, but then with just the barbel jig head and the glowing shad, and this was very bad. So you cannot control the fish is hitting like a unique, every time like your tension bar are all over the place. The fight takes a lot longer. I went with the Nile Chasseur, it was just the same, it's a no-go. Barbel jig head, you always need to go with Carolina, Texas rig. Why? Because it's elastic. The fight, you control the fight a lot better. You can, if the fish goes a little bit too far away, you can max drag. plus minus, open, close to get him tired. The control is a lot better and the fight stakes a lot less. Always go Texas, Carolina. So what I would do is, what is the best setup for me? If you are level 80 and you want to do that, Nile Chasseur 220 with an offset 11, I would never go with the 14-0. It's too big. I don't see a lot of difference. Because if you get on the 11-0, you get on the 40-0 young Nile Perch too. And if you get a lot of Nile Perch, they are experienced too, and you just get them right away in. So therefore, I think Texas Rig with an 11-0 offset rook with the glow shot is for me the best what you can use here. So now it's time for the setups that I'm going to show you guys, and then we are going to fish a little bit. Okay guys, the next part is how you need to fish it. We are going to fish at the night, and this is very important that you know that. If you don't do it right, you will miss a lot of experience. So you got 3 settings at the night. This one, and this one. This one you never fish. Skip this one. This is bad. It's not worth it to spend time in this night. So the other 2 are very simple. So you first need to understand the spawning mechanic. You never can get 2 uniques at one night. If you get a trophy, you will never get a unique again. So always know that. So if you start here, you get a trophy, you forward the time to the next night. If you get here a unique, you forward the time to the next night. Never fish more than 50 minutes in game in a certain night. It's not worth it, the fish will not spawn, you're just losing time. So how do you do it? This one you start at 9 PM, you fish 50 minutes in game, no unique trophy, you forward the time. If you get a unique trophy, you forward the time. This one is a little bit more complicated. You start here at 9 PM. If you get here a trophy, you forward to the next peak. If you get here a unique, you forward to the next night. That's it. And that's all what you need to know. Very important, never fish more than 10 to 50 minutes in game. If the unique is not there, he still can come, but probably you will sit there for 1-2 hours in game. That's what you need to do. So now I'm going to show you guys the level 80 setup. And I'm going to show you guys how you need to do it. Okay guys, so the first setup, I'm going to start with the high level one. A little bit later in the video I will do the level 75 for the guys that come here as a level 75. So let's have a look. So this is for me the best setup that you can use for this fish. The lure you can switch around with the lures, but I don't think there is something superior. Fishing works really strange for a lot of people. They use a lure, they catch 9 uniques, and that's the best lure in the game. That's not how it works. So I think at the moment, if you go with the shed 15 centimeter, it will work the same like the club series. It will work the same like the ribbon. Just RNG can a little bit different. Always remember, I think every lake got 26 settings. So you see peaks in the weather or the night, but you got 26 settings or 30. I don't know, you can see it in custom-made competition. So that means that you got 26 to 30 RNG problems too, or outcomes. So that's what I want to say. But use this setup and you will be okay. So that's a Nile Chasseur 200. Then we are going with the Giant Spin 10,000. Then the Braid 0.37. Then the Texas Rig 0.92. Use this sinker, 56 gram, because it sinks a little bit faster. We are going to fish like in the middle half to the bottom, not the bottom, a little bit above it. So the bigger the sinker, the faster it sinks. Then we are going with the offset hook 11.0. I think this is superior against the 14.0. And then the shed 15 centimeters. So very important, bring a couple of more reels, because you can max drag. You don't need to fish the entire time with max drag. I don't do that either. But if you see that he goes a little bit too far away, the position that I'm fishing is still on the pontoon boat, then you can stop him. I never had in the 3-hour testing that the fish was gone. If you do it right, he will never get gone. Sometimes you need a max drag for a brief moment, you stop him and it's okay. So let's get started and let's go to fish. Okay guys, where do you need to go? So it's a very known position. I'm still fishing on the position that I always use. So it's, if you get the boat, you go here to the right. So it's over here. And you guys can see I got 2 markers here. That's where my boat need to fit. That's very handy. So a marker here and a marker here. I call it the fitting boat marker, and here is the marker for the unique. So I'm going to show you guys really quick how you need to do it and a couple of tips. So it's very important that you know how you need to do the technique. So you cannot do a full cast. Why not? Because otherwise it takes very long to get the fish in. The boats, they get wrecked, but not that much as in the past. So that's a very big problem. It's going to take a lot of time more if you don't do it the right way. So let's have a look. So what I do always is I park myself between my 2 boat markers. So here you can see it. So that's very handy. Always be sure that the front of the boat is to the other marker. The next step what you need to do is this. So you need to forward the time like I said. So here we start over here. We are going to fish 10 to 15 minutes in game. Then the next step, and this is very important. Never throw further than, let's say, 22, 23 meters. It's not needed, and the problem is, if you do that and you get the unique is gone. That's how it works. The boats, they don't get wrecked that good anymore. So you need to be sure that you hook the fish as close as possible to the boat. I didn't do that the first 5 nights that I was here, and I was thinking, what the fuck, it takes so long, until I realized you just need to hook them a lot closer than I did. And then you can drag them in. You will see it on the 2 catches with this setup. So you do this. So you just throw on your marker. And this is good. You let it sink, and we are going to do always twitching with the speed too. Don't go all the way to the bottom, so this was not good, and you do this. So now you can see the fish, if it bites, it's always under the 20 meter. And it will save you a lot. Be always aware, because you need to use the trolling motor, the moment that the fish bites, that you start moving to the fish. You need to do a lot of casting. That's true, I know that, but I use now the blue marker. At some moment like this, you can see perfect throw. So just check it on your bar that you don't need to use the blue marker, and you go again. So this is not good because I'm talking. Here you go. So go behind him, go behind him. Don't do anything. Put the rod a little bit in the air. So you can see. And another thing that you need to do is, if he goes to the right, place your boat between the fish and the exit. So once again, like this. Do you see it? And here we go. Very simple trophy Nile perch. That's how you need to do it. So if you see the fish coming to there, don't go to the fish, you go to there. Block him from getting away to there. And then he will never spool you. If you see that you cannot catch him, just do a maximum drag. That's not a problem. For a brief moment, you can do it with the Texas setup because it is elastic. So now you see, I got a trophy here. The next step is, if you guys saw what I said in the weather, you go to the next night. Because you will never get the unique now. Unique next night, trophy next night, or the next peak if you're fishing the special one. So now we go again, and this is very bad position because you always need to be like this with your front, and we go again. So you can see it goes really quick. I just made 20,000 experience already in the video. Once again, switching, and now I do it right. This is the right way. The first couple of times it's already hit a couple of times, and you can see most of the time right way. Here is already another one. Go behind it. This is a catfish, I think. Here we go. Now we go backwards. No, it's a young one. Go backwards. So you need to get the speed up. You can see what I'm doing now at the moment. That's the technique that you need to learn. You need to do this fast, and then you make a lot of experience. So once again, so my boat is once again at the same position, and here we go again. It's a little bit practice, but at the end, it will be at the end automatically what you will do. I'm going to do one more cast, then you can see the 2 uniques, and then I'm going to show the setup for the level 75, guys. So here we go, a little bit too far, rod in the air, just start twitching. I'm a little bit too far, but it's still okay. Just above the bottom. And you can see right away, this is what I mean. So I got a feeling this is a bad night. You can see there are no bites, there are no fake bites. Yeah, here is a small one. I'm going to do one more cast. So normally what I do is on this moment, that is 1-2 more casts, because I just had a small bite. And then I forward the time to the next night. Or if you got 2 peaks at the night, to the next peak. There is another bite. I'm not sure. It's possible it's catfish too, because they are sitting here too. Going to do one more cast. There is a bite, because there is sitting something here. I'm not sure that it's the Nile perch that is sitting here. Here we go again. So you need to cast a lot of times. You guys can see, because you're only throwing 20 meters, you need to do a lot of casting, but it will save you a lot of time in the fight. This was not good. I was too late with starting the twitching. There is another bite. So it's active at the moment, but I'm not sure it's the right fish. It can be the catfish. Here, okay, here we go again. So this is a straight on one. So he's not going left or right, so you can go behind him. You cannot do a lot. So it's possible this is the unique. So they fight, put the rod a little bit higher, that you use the bending of the rod. But this one is gone. Now he goes to the right. The only thing that we can do is we need to go behind him. But it's okay. He goes to there. That's not a problem. He will hit the island over there and we just get him in. Now we go a little bit to the left. I don't think this is the unique. Now we want to get away. So we are going to place ourselves between the exit and the fish. Here you go. So trophy Nile perch. Okay guys, I'm going to show you guys now the level 75. Enjoy the unique catches. And I see you after the catches for the low level guys. The setup for level 75 is this one. So the Tropicano 220, the Ballerina 8000, braid 0.36 millimeter. You need to go with the Texas rig, 40 kilogram. And then you go with the offset hook 11.0 with 56 gram bullet sinker, and you need to go with the shed 15 centimeter. If you want to buy a boat, I tested this bass boat. So yeah, I'm still at the area, I think. So I will take the green boat too, because the blue boat, if I'm not mistaken, it's from Amazonian DLC. So I don't think that everybody that comes here and buy the Congo pack bought the DLC of the Amazonian. So if you go to the shop and you go to the past boats, you will see here that this one got a trolling motor in the front. So you can buy this one, you can buy this one. I got this one, I think. So I tested this one too, because no, this one is Club Series. This one you can buy. This is the only one with real money that got a trolling motor. So you can buy it at level 50. If you don't have the Amazonian DLC, buy this one. I'm going to show that. So I'm going to equip him now. And then we are going to fish. It's just the same like the heavy setups. But with this setup, you need to fight a little bit longer. So this is the one. So you can see 975. So this is a setup. And then we are going to the Congo River. So it's just to say what you need to do. But I will show you guys it, because I'm going to make a timestamp level 75 for the guys. So that you don't need to watch the level 90 setup. Otherwise, you're going to watch the first part, second part, that's not really needed. So once again, you go to this dock. And then you just go to the right. And this works good too. You guys saw it. I did almost 300,000 experience in 1 real life hour with this setup. So it's a little bit slower than the blue boat. I think the trolling motor is a little bit slower too. Once again, where do you need to go? So you come here to the right, and I got 2 markers out. So you come here, and you park yourself between the 2 markers. So you can see it here. So I will show you guys on my tablet the marker. So here is the marker for the unique. Place yourself between it. It's very handy. Then you can always see. Once again, put your front to the buoy over there. Then we are going to forward the time to this night. Fish for 10 to 15 minutes. And I need to go to the Tropicano setup. Here we go. So what is the difference? I got the impression... Oh, this is a little bit too far. So always cast not further than 20-22 meters. Let it sink to the bottom. And then you need to do a twitching. Very important, because on this setup, they will still go away. It's not that easy like with the level 90 setup. You will see that if you use that. I had a couple of times that they went all the way to the other side. You can see this. There is a difference. So he keeps clicking. I'm not even sure this is a unique or a trophy. But they can go away on this setup 50-60 meters. So once again, what do you need to do? Prevent him that he goes to the left. So this is really good that I got a fish. You can see right away he takes more line. That's what you will have on this setup. And that's only 4 kilogram difference, by the way. That's the funny part, that it makes such a big difference. It can be the bending of the rod too. A spinning rod is longer. Maybe the bending is a little bit better. So this was only a young one. So you guys can see it. It's a lot more fight, but that's normal. So now you go back to the position, you start again. So here we go. Always straight with the front to the buoy. Throw 20 meters, not further. Here we go. So you need to watch the time it a little bit. This is a little bit too far. Rod in the air, start twitching. So let's have a look that we can get one more. No, it's not going to bite. So that was it for the video. If you don't get a bite now, in these 5 minutes in game, forward to the next night. That was it for the video, guys. Enjoy the catches on the Tropicano. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.